Hey, first of all, thanks for listening to our first episode. This is something that the people in this group have been very excited to do, and we've all spent a lot of time working on it. This being the first episode, there might be some technical issues and quirks that might be a little odd. We're all pretty new to this, so if you listeners could give us some feedback, that'd be awesome. On our website, I left a Google form for you to fill out if you wanted to, or you can tell us in person. Anyway, us at the Daily Bark team hope you enjoy.
Hi guys, welcome to the Daily Bark podcast. Today we are going to be talking about our school's homecoming court and their astrological symbols and which couple we think is the most compatible based on that. I'm Amelia.
I'm Allie.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Brianna.
And let's just get right into it. So, our homecoming court is made up of 5 guys and 5 girls. The girls are John, Nick, Austin, Matt, and Bryce. The girls are Skylar, McKaylee, Ellie, Emily, and Hannah. And let's just start off with the boys and their astrological symbols. Bree.
All right, so John Tabner is a Cancer.
Aries.
John.
Cancer.
Aries.
Disregard that echo. Somebody's
Did
dog
y'all
got
hear
loose.
something?
Did y'all hear something?
All right, Bryce Baker is a Scorpio, as well as Austin Morrow. Nick is a Cancer, and Matt Bowman is a Libra.
All right, so far we have 4 out of 5 are water signs, which are the Cancers and the Scorpios, and Matt, the Libra, is an air sign. Let's now dive into the girls. Allie, would you mind reading?
Sure. Skylar is a Scorpio. McKaylee is a Pisces. Ellie and Emily and Hannah are Aquarius.
Yes, so again, we have 2 out of the 5, which are water signs, and then 3 are air. Correct? Aquarius is air?
Yes.
All right, so far, well, not so far. In total, we don't have any earth or fire signs, so we have an emotional group of dancers. Is that what we're gonna? Dancers, get it? Because homecoming.
What?
We can edit that out.
No, we're gonna keep it in.
I don't know who Amelia is, but she's not belonging.
Pisces, am I right?
All right, so Amelia, I am a Pisces, so I can talk.
Who asked?
We're gonna introduce our star signs. Oh my gosh, guys, be nice to me. Again, typical Pisces thing to do, cry about everything. So, Allie, what's your star sign?
I'm an Aquarius, and I'm just emotionally detached. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, so polar opposites.
Yes.
Got it.
That's why I hate Amelia.
I'm a Sagittarius,
Kidding.
born and raised.
And you were raised as a Sag?
I was raised by a Sagittarius and an Aries, which I don't.
Hey, we have an
Anyways,
Aries.
I'm a Taurus. Very stubborn, down to earth.
But you're still bad.
Thank
to
you.
the bone. Bad, no copyright. Bad to the bone.
Yeah.
It's your own cover.
Bad to the bone.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
All right, so
Anyway.
right off the bat, 4 of these people are actually in a couple with a person on the court. Skylar and Matt, Scorpio and Libra, they're actually dating. And
interesting.
McKaylee and Bryce, Pisces and Scorpio, are also dating. Which, as a Pisces, I've done my research. Who am I most compatible with? You know, that type of thing. And
It took you 5 seconds to Google it.
Sounds about right.
I was lonely. No, but I found that Pisces are supposed to be very compatible with Scorpios, probably because Pisces seek to be understood in their emotions, and Scorpios, I guess, are supposed to be good at that. I have a bias. I don't really like Scorpios. Let's just spill the tea.
I have nothing against Scorpios.
Look,
I think
Do you
it's
know
like
any
just-
Scorpios?
Yeah, Aiden
it is the
Dow
sensitive
a Scorpio.
energy.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Oh, what?
Anyways.
She's
I've looked at
sensitive,
his work.
guys.
Anyways,
Anyways,
a lot of
so
Scorpios.
Pisces and Scorpios are supposed to be very compatible. So even if they weren't dating, I feel like that would be a good match for court. But do we know how compatible Scorpios and Libras are? Does anyone want to look that up while we're talking?
I got it.
All right.
I'd imagine they'd be pretty compatible, but I don't know.
I mean, air.
Wait, who's the couple that were?
Matt and Skylar.
Okay.
So Matt's
We're not
the Libra,
critiquing
right?
your relationship, guys. If you're listening to this, we're talking about astrology, which is 100% fact-based. Scout's
100%
honor.
fact.
Scout's honor, 100% fact-based.
As an Eagle Scout,
As an
I know.
Scout, I
that it's-
counteract.
I have a degree in astrology.
I got my badge in star reading. I can find Jupiter every single night. Bet your bottom dollar.
All right. So what I pulled up here is that Libras tend to be more like lighthearted courtships, you know, long, drawn out, giving flowers, things like that. Whereas Scorpios are just like, we're either a thing or we're not a thing, and I'm not dealing with this whole thing.
All right. I'm gonna call Skylar right now and be like, "Has Matt ever bought you flowers? Yes or no?"
I know, isn't it like a thing that Libras fall in love really fast? I just see it all over TikTok. Like, it's like a thing, I see.
Yeah, no, Libras fall in love fast, but they don't admit it immediately.
Okay.
Libras are very hit or miss for me. I either love them or I hate them. Matt,
Guys.
I'm indifferent. I don't know you well enough to love you, but I also don't know you well enough to hate you. So
I just want to give our source. Everything is coming from TikTok.
everything.
So,
No.
in case you're wondering
My real life experiences.
my apple juice on my iPhone. Dude.
Update, guys. Allie just spilled apple juice on
Oh,
Dylan's
kidding.
iPhone.
Okay, there's paper towels right here.
But more importantly,
Good
it's
thing
on
it's
our.
waterproof.
Okay.
one cares about
Did
your
someone
iPhone.
pay you to plug the iPhone?
Yeah,
Steve
this
Jobs'
isn't sponsored.
corpse hit me up last night. He's like, I know what
I'm
you're
more
doing
worried
tomorrow.
about the carpet. Is the carpet?
Oh yeah, we just got this carpet, so hopefully my mom doesn't watch this or listen to this podcast. Ooh.
It was a lie. It was all just a big sketch.
It was a bit.
prank.
It's a bit.
It was a big fat prank.
Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, I definitely think them seeing them together, they've grown in themselves. So I think them as a couple is good. Like again, we're not critiquing your couple, we're critiquing your star signs and the
Compatibility.
compatibility based on stereotypes. So obviously not all are like that. Let's talk about the Cancers. One of which who denies being a Cancer entirely. He claims that he's an Aries, and I would agree
Okay.
that he acts more like an Aries.
To be fair, he has an Aries moon. So
which,
therefore, in his most vulnerable moments, he is an Aries. He just gives off Cancer vibes.
for those of you who don't know, there's a lot of looking at the planets, looking at the moon, looking at the stars when it comes to your astrology. Your sun is what you mainly are, like the day you were born. But based on the time you were born and where you were born, you learn your rising and your moon is you in your most vulnerable moments, or things you behind closed doors, essentially. You can choose to show that, or you can choose to not. John, our Cancer boy,
Owns it.
owns his Aries moon with pride to the point where he's mistaken as an Aries by nobody, but he will tell you that he is an Aries.
I would actually kind of like to make a comment about that.
Yes.
Since he's a Cancer, it makes sense that he's very emotional and very attached to those moments he has behind closed doors. So, being such an Aries, when he's so open with his emotions, he's constantly putting himself into that vulnerable state. So it makes sense that he's so ruled by his moon.
Oh my gosh. John?
Anytime anyone denies you being an Aries, just pull that clip up and play it. Like, listen.
I would also like to point out that just makes him more of a Cancer because he's that much more emotional.
But he's emotional like an
He's having an
Aries,
identity crisis right
but that
now.
doesn't...
I'm like trying to find these emotions that you're talking about. I don't know.
No,
what-
the emotions you have are that of an Aries. But the fact that you are emotional and in tune with those Aries emotions is very Cancer-like.
He's doing the math, guys.
Exactly.
We'll break it down for
He's
you
like,
in
"So I'm an
layman's terms
Aries."
later.
That's what I'm
So I'm an Aries. But, okay, so... Nick Kavalik is also a Cancer. I don't know his moon. I do not know his sun. But I feel like he's always been very kind. Like, he's always
He's a
been
nice
very
guy.
asking how your day is, which is very a water sign stereotype. Being in tune with yours and others' emotions, mainly others' emotions. taking them on as your own. That's more of a Pisces thing to do, but just caring about others is good. So I can see that in Nick. I think he cares about others. Dylan, why are you laughing?
I think with the apple juice. It's like, oh, my apple juice.
You still have some.
I know, I drink it all, but I just like listening back to this. Just like, my apple juice.
He's thinking about editing before it's even over. And then the Aquarii, Ellie, Emily, and Hannah.
My gang.
The gang.
Aquarii.
The girl gang. The Aquarius gang. So, as Allie said, what did you say about Aquarius?
They're emotionally detached.
Emotionally detached.
Mm-hmm.
Explain.
They're very... So, they just detach from their emotions. Detached from their emotions. They're detached from their emotions. And
Say it one more time.
anyway, they, I know Aquarius are very unconventional. They like to be original.
I'm not like other girls.
I'm not like other girls. I'm an Aquarius. They strive to be unique. So,
What's a famous Aquarius?
I think Oprah.
Oprah.
I think Oprah's an Aquarius.
I miss her.
She's
not
I know, but she's really like
Still alive.
she's really like fallen out of the limelight.
Well, I don't think so.
Like she doesn't have a talk show anymore.
Who else is named Oprah that you know? The
Oprah
name.
Winfrey.
That's who we're talking about.
That's who we're talking about.
I'm just saying, I miss the show Oprah.
Did you watch it?
She still has the Oprah
You
I
Winfrey
just
she has
want
the
a free car.
network.
I didn't mean for us to start talking
Anyway.
about Oprah. Anyways, back to Heath High School homecoming court. I think the fact that we have so many Aquarius, not just air signs, but the fact that they're all Aquarius means we definitely have a unique group of
Individuals.
As we
because-
should
And they're
have.
all very different.
yes, because although Emily and Ellie and Hannah, like all the girls on court are like close friends, or you'd think like, you know, we all grew up together, so they all definitely know each other. They're all very different. Skylar and McKaylee
Yeah.
are best friends, but they also have very different like distinctions. But this is just me speaking out. No, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. I was going to say something speaking out of bias who I wanted people to vote for, but I don't want to influence people's votes. But I will say most compatible
This
sign-wise.
is a public forum. You cannot be spreading your propaganda.
I will not. I will be talking about the signs, not the names of the people.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, likelihood of a Scorpio and an Aquarius getting it, just like, you know, like that's how many Scorpios we have. That's how many Aquarius we have.
Probability-wise.
Probability-wise, Scorpio and Aquarius have the best chance of winning.
They're not compatible though.
They are
Not
not.
at all.
They are not at all.
So
Imagine,
guys, take that into consideration.
imagine
maybe.
like a
People
Scorpio.
are voting based on star signs.
Imagine like a Scorpio being like, you know, like,
Because
how are you? And Aquarius being just like, how am I? What a weird question, everybody. Let's dive into my chakras. You know what I
also,
mean?
if we're talking like relationship wise,
It just doesn't make any sense. I can't see them
because like you said,
interacting.
Scorpios are like we're either in this or we're not, and Aquarius is like relationships. I don't know about that
Like,
one.
what is love?
Yeah, I never
Baby,
felt
don't
that.
hurt me. Don't
hurt
hurt me.
me.
And
no
Aquarius-
more.
They're always like, if you ever see those memes on like Instagram where it's like how many signs are or like how many partners are the signs gonna have?
Aquarius is
Always,
zero.
always has 10.
Oh,
They have the
Scorpio?
high. No, Aquarius always has the most.
Because they can't commit?
Because they like, I think they're like, as you said, air signs are kind of fleety. So they're in, they're
Fleety.
out, and they're just.
We're
Yeah,
soul
it's
searching, but
hard
it's
to
never
get
gonna
them
work.
to like settle down. You
Yeah.
have to
They're
be
the-
willing to move with them, and if you're not like,
Yeah,
I
they
feel
they
like
like
it's-
change a lot.
They're the types of people
They're the
that they know who they
humanitarians
are,
of the
though.
signs.
Like, whether or not their personality changes, they're aware of their personality change. And you either mesh or you don't. And if you don't,
They don't care.
but especially with Scorpios who are so fixed, they're very set in their ways, and they're not willing to really move from that. And if you have somebody who's constantly changing and somebody who's completely fixed, it's hard to keep them together.
Also, in like relationships, Scorpios tend to be very jealous and kind of manipulative almost, and like tie you down. Aquarius value their freedom a lot, and so it's like, ew, like they just don't vibe.
So I want to talk about how we have a Scorpio and a Pisces dating because the fixedness of the Scorpios, and like this is what they believe, this is how they think this should happen in a relationship or friendship or siblingship or whatever. Like they know what they want. Because they are so fixed. But Pisces, because they're mutable, are more willing to work with it. So I think that's why Scorpios and Pisces are compatible, because Pisces like to put themselves in other people's shoes, whether that be at their own fault, whether that be too much or too little. Excuse me. It's just either way, they're pretty mutable, pretty adaptable to a fixed lifestyle. So that's why they tend to be able to talk to lots of different types of people, just because they can find something to talk about. I'm not trying to like
You're
toot my
educated,
own
aren't
horn.
you? Yeah.
I'm a Pisces.
This podcast is sponsored by Pisces.
I mean, it is my microphone
I mean, it's not.
Okay.
in my house.
We can leave and we can get a new mic.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding,
Yeah.
guys. I'm kidding. But yeah, so I definitely think compatibility so far. I think Scorpio and Pisces are
The
pretty
most compatible.
most compatible. But out of the Scorpios we have Austin and Bryce as Scorpios. Michaela's the only Pisces. But I do feel like the type of Aquarius Ellie is and the type of Scorpio Austin is, that would be an okay pairing.
For sure.
As
Because
well.
I've talked to Austin before. He's really nice. He doesn't. I mean, I don't
They're
know
friends,
him.
aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I think.
Yeah.
But he's very nice. He doesn't seem like he's set in so many ways. You know what I'm saying?
Austin's very laid back.
Yeah, he's like a very
For a
and
Scorpio, very laid back.
Aquarius. They're like known to be.
If you've
kind of
ever
laid
met
back.
Ellie, she's like, hi.
laid
She's just
back.
like, huh?
Oh, that's so
Oh.
distinct. Oh, hi.
No, I mean, she's just very like, you
Not,
know,
she's not like in your face.
yeah, she's not abrupt. She's very chill, laid back.
As
And I
she should
feel
be.
like for court, you want people that are gonna, like, what, you're gonna have to dance together, you know? Like,
Right.
what court isn't like this all telling how you're gonna be in life. But
Right.
I just think compatibility wise on star signs, you wouldn't necessarily put an Aquarius and a Scorpio together. But the types of Scorpio and Aquarius they are, maybe their moons and their suns is why they are the way
We're
that they are.
oversimplifying this a lot because like they all have their own birth charts, so we're not
Yes.
defining them to like one sign. So that's why.
But also, Hannah. I love Hannah. She makes me laugh all the time because
goofy.
she's her own person. I've literally never met another person like Hannah ever. Like, that's just Aquarius,
I agree.
individual.
And, like, each Aquarius is so different.
Yes.
Emily's very different from Ellie, very different from Hannah.
Yes. Because Hannah's so individual, like, that doesn't mean I don't think she could be homecoming queen. That doesn't mean I don't think you should vote for her because, like, I mean, I love her. So I don't
She's
know.
definitely got like the outgoingness to
She
be
could be
homecoming
paired
queen.
with anybody.
Yeah.
Like, if her and John were on court, I'd be like, cool. If her and Nick were on court, I'd be like, cool. Austin, Bryce, or Matt, cool. Like, I don't see, like, a problem with her.
Right.
And, like, just because of how she is, she's very easy to get along with.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I helped her pick out her homecoming song if she wins, so...
Is it good?
Yeah, it's just the song you have to dance to. It has to be a slow song. She was gonna do "Can I Have This Dance" by High School Musical. I said, "Sweetheart, no." I mean, you can if you want. She's like, she'll be singing it, have it stealing the
Yes,
show.
as she
I'm like,
should.
you have to dance with them. No, but I definitely think her Aquarius doesn't limit her in any way in this running.
Yeah.
So what's the verdict? What signs do we think?
Well, I feel like we haven't talked about all of them together. Like a
What
Cancer
else
and a
do you wanna
Scorpio.
say?
A Cancer and a Scorpio?
Yeah,
I feel
how
like
would they
Cancer
mesh?
and Scorpio make a temporarily good pairing.
Yes.
Because Cancers are so emotional.
They're here
and-
for a good time, not a long time. Homecoming is one night.
Right.
That's all they need.
But Scorpios are also very intuitive. They can look at you and kind of get an idea of what you're thinking and how you're feeling and just kind of play on that. And it can get kind of confining with the way a Scorpio is and with the way a Cancer is. But for like a temporarily made relationship, it can be really beneficial between the two parties.
What about a Pisces and a Cancer?
That's
It's
just a
emotion
lot of
overload.
emotion.
Emotion overload.
Emotion overload.
These all the 3 Aquarius leave the chat. They're like, bye.
They start crying. They'll be like, oh my gosh, we won.
They literally just like they can't even get through the song without sobbing. It's
They hear the song.
Emotion
they go,
overload.
oh my gosh. I love this song. They think back to every memory they've had. Like, I actually remember eating a yellow popsicle while listening to the song for the first time. It was very emotional for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's move
me
on from
listening
that.
to one of the people's songs while eating a yellow popsicle.
Amelia starts crying and she doesn't. She's not even on homecoming court.
Leave me alone. But yeah, I think Libra Pisces,
Interesting.
not the move. Not the move. I'm a Pisces. I've spoken to a couple Libra
Every
in my
Libra
day. We just don't mesh.
Every Libra I've ever met, Libras are supposed to be very balanced, like their picture is the scale, but every Libra I've met is the most unbalanced person I've ever seen.
They're supposed
Not
to be
saying
very-
anything about Matt because I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Like, they have a lot of priorities, but the thing is, everything to them is a priority. So it's like, what really is it?
make it make sense.
Whereas Pisces is just like, let me help you figure out what you need to tackle first. Let's tackle it one step at a time. But they want to do a gazillion steps at a time. Dylan gave us a little warning. That's why we're laughing. Sorry. But I think my personal verdict, I think it should be a Scorpio. And just probability is probably going to be a Scorpio or a Cancer for the boys and Aquarius for the girls. But I think it should be an Aquarius and a Cancer. That's just
I
my
think-
I think Aquarius should be.
I think
Should
maybe
win.
I'm biased, but I definitely think Aquarius should win. And Cancer.
I agree.
For the boys, Cancer.
Yeah, for the boys.
What about you?
I don't know. I kind of agree with that. Aquarius with their uniqueness and Cancers with their emotion, they just play off each other really well.
I think that'd be
And they're
a
both
good pair.
like, as you said, it's one night. They're both down for just one night. That's it.
Right.
They are let's dance it out. They start doing the robots like
Yeah.
emo music. Like they would.
Yeah.
And then the
They
next
would.
day, bye.
Yeah.
We go on
This
our several
homecoming's
days.
about to pop off. Everyone be there October 19th. You're not
yeah.
too cool for homecoming. Just go. Have a good time.
Yes,
It's your
please
last
show up.
one if you're a senior.
Yasmin Berry, I'm looking at you. Really.
You don't even have to dress up.
yeah,
it doesn't have
literally.
to be that serious.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's a high school memory. I get it. A lot of y'all don't like high school, but I mean, what? It's 4
Might as
years.
well
It's our
enjoy it. You have
senior
to be
year.
Yeah,
here.
what if you live to 80? You
Well,
know?
some of ours.
What if you
but
live to 80
senior.
years old? 4 years in your life is such a blip. Why not enjoy it?
Yeah,
know?
you have to be
Teen.
here, so you might as well have fun.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes. This was very fun.
Keep
Let
on,
us know if you liked it.
keep on barking. Woof woof woo. You know what I mean?
I guess we're moving on to the next section.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Too loud, too loud. Okay. Welcome back, guys. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. We are sitting here with more people than what we had in our last segment. I believe me, Matt, and Izzy, and Logan. Sorry, Logan.
Who are you?
I'm John. I'm John
Oh,
Tabner.
okay.
And
Whoa.
John Tabner has a game for you guys to play. It is called Florida Man or Nah. This game was inspired by Jenna Marbles and her boyfriend Julian. They have a podcast together, and I thought this was hilarious. So I brought the idea to the team, and now we're going to play it. So basically how it works is I have 10 potential headlines about Florida men. I'm going to read the group a headline, and they have to decide if it is a real headline or nah. So, let's get
Got a
started.
day
Okay.
Or not.
Ew, dude.
Or nah.
That's ugly.
You know Nasir just had a baby? Okay, back to the
He
game.
did?
That's crazy.
He
Do not
just
bring
had
it-
a
do not bring it up.
baby.
Do
We're
not
gonna get off topic.
His
First
name is
headline.
Malachi. Yeah, he had a child.
Amelia, you're getting us off topic
I'm sorry.
already.
To the
Do you want
game.
to talk about the point system?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. So, the group will have to come up with a answer. If they get it correct, they get a point, and if I fool them, then I get a point. So it's John versus the world here. High, stakes are high.
We're
Is
trying
he a
to.
mastermind or will he be
The answer is
fooled?
yes. But I might lose this
You
game.
don't need to know the org. John's mastermind.
All right, first headline. Florida man doesn't get straw, attacks McDonald's employee.
That is true.
That is true.
True.
That is one of. No, well, the thing is
Because it's McDonald's and Florida.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is,
That's already
it's.
bad combination.
Two crazy
combination.
places.
Bad
But
combination.
the thing is, it seems so mild that maybe it's not. You know, like Florida.
I'm not listening to this.
You think
I
am not
attacking
gonna
over
let
a
you
straw is
sway
mild?
me.
For Florida? Yeah. I
But
think
for
it's
every
mild.
other normal place?
Some crazy stuff that happens in Florida. I would know. I did the research.
What about you, Logan? What do you think?
I actually think it's true, just because of all the crazy stuff.
As you should.
You know, that does happen in Florida.
Yeah.
That seems like something a Florida man would do.
This is gonna be really hard. I can already tell.
Izzy, what
Florida's
do you
crazy.
think?
It wouldn't surprise me. I feel like it's
That's
probably
the thing. If they're fake, John had to come up with some that are fake. You know what I mean? Like, if
I am
it's
not
fake-
gonna let you sway my.
I'm
This is
gonna
gonna be a really fun game.
I'm gonna say that I think it's true, just because I think it could happen. But because it could happen, like that'd be a smart thing on his part if he made
Then just
that
say
up.
I
it's
don't like the
true.
evil eyes John's
Okay.
giving us right now.
I'm
He's
just
like,
looking.
We're all gonna
He's
say
like-
it's true, right?
Yes,
It is
but I
true.
would also like to point out that we're all comparing John to Florida, and if he does fool us, that means he is just as bad as Florida is.
I'll take that.
That's true.
My Aries self will take that.
All right.
all Aries
so
belong are banished
we
to Florida.
say that this is a true headline. Is it a true headline? 3, 2, 1.
It is a true headline.
Yay!
We did it, guys.
Good job,
We
guys.
now have a
Good job,
As
group.
it should be.
John, you're losing. How does
The
it feel?
McDonald's
Is anybody
place should
keeping
get
score? Are we
tagged. It does
Very
have
good.
a straw.
Awesome. All right. Next headline. Florida man arrested for breaking into his own house.
How would that even happen?
You lock
It's
yourself out
happened
of your
here
house.
before.
I'm gonna
But he
say
broke
it's
into
true.
it.
Yeah, it's true because it's happened.
I think
Of, like,
that's
other
true.
places.
I need an explanation.
So like
You're
you
not gonna
forget
get
your
one.
keys like in your house and you lock your doors on your way out and
Okay.
you have to get into your house. Nobody necessarily knows that you live
Oh,
there.
so someone
Oh, yeah.
else called the
A
police.
cop
Yeah.
just like
Okay.
just rolls
Yeah.
by.
Hi
He's like,
guys,
"Oh,
can you
this
come
is-"
arrest me real quick? I'm breaking into my own house. And I'm also snitching on myself.
Hey, have you heard? I've heard some whack 911 calls.
Call somebody else to like, hey, I just snitched.
Can you be my alibi? I know I did it to myself.
Or like even worse is like, can you go put me in a ditch somewhere? Because you know that's what happens to snitches.
Yes, so you guys, what do we think? Do we think it's true? Do we think
I
it's
think
false?
it's
say it's
true.
true.
It is
I'm
true.
gonna have to go with the true.
What do you think?
True.
Yeah.
True? Okay,
True.
we think it's true. Is it?
Are we doing a countdown like last?
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
It is made up.
Ah,
I'm
that's,
sure it's made.
Dang.
Probably. No, no.
It's
I
probably
made that up.
definitely
I think that's a clever way you worded it, though. Like, it sounds like a headline title, Breaking into His Own House.
I didn't
you
come
know?
here to mess around.
Oh,
Okay. Hey.
so it's 1-1 tie
1-1.
game. Oh my
How
gosh.
exciting.
Keeping it close.
Crazy.
Can't wait
Sounds
for all
so
the little
evil
sound
right now.
effects
He's,
Dylan's
like,
gonna
crazy.
add in.
Headline number 3. Florida man accused of robbing Chinese restaurant at Finger Point.
I'm gonna say that is false.
I've seen people do that. They put like a bag over their head. Have you seen the
hard.
movie Tammy?
Or,
Where
like-
she like walks in, give me your money.
Or like
yeah,
putting
yeah.
their hands like in their hoodie pockets.
Yeah.
Alright. Javen.
Does that all the time.
Yeah, she does it to me.
Yeah.
I don't.
But
I've
it
actually
could be
seen it.
true
Those are
because
pretty
it's like it could be a clickbaity article, which I'm sure all of these other ones are.
I don't think it's true.
Florida's crazy enough. You don't need to clickbait.
I saw this show once and it was called like America's Stupidest Criminals, where somebody did that and then like revealed themselves as only having like their fingers in their pocket. So
I got you guys. It's just my
Ah,
fingers. You
made you
idiots.
commit.
You can go to court with that. You're like, I didn't even have a gun, dude. It's just my finger.
it's like, haha, stupid.
I got you guys.
Gotcha.
I think it's
like-
false, but if it's true, it is missing a lot of the story from the title.
I agree with
Yes,
that.
I think it's false.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
vote false. Anybody opposing? Are we opposing to the point where you want to convince us? No? Okay. We think it is not a true headline. Is that correct? 3, 2, 1.
It is a true headline.
I knew it.
Are
I
you
didn't want to
going
say
back and
anything
forth?
though.
Roll
And next time I'm
ahead.
speaking up.
I think he's
Yeah.
gonna pull another true headline on this one.
This one made me chuckle. I will say.
So you made yourself chuckle, or when you
This
read
could
it,
mean
it
a
made
lot
you
of
chuckle?
things.
John does
I'm
laugh
not
at his own
answering.
jokes a lot.
Okay.
He's a funny man.
Our fourth headline is Squirrel attacks Florida man, rodent was raised by neighbor?
I'm gonna say that's true.
I'm gonna say true because it doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna say it's true because I
meaning,
want
like,
it to be true.
The squirrel attacks Florida man. That squirrel was raised by his neighbor.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's what.
I hope
Yeah.
people hear this on the podcast.
I don't know. I feel like with the way it's worded, it's false.
Well, no,
Same.
because if
I
you
feel like
think
it's
about it,
true.
the people in Florida writing about Florida news are Floridians.
John, I have a
So
question.
they could be like not phased
What?
by it because this happens every Tuesday, you know? They probably raise
Dude, it's
snakes.
Florida.
What's against raising a squirrel, you know?
What site wrote the article?
Well, I got most of these from the same website. It was just like it was from Esquire.com.
I feel like that's a cheating question.
Yeah, you need to not ask that.
That's the
ever.
point of it.
And I gave you a legitimate answer.
You did.
Yeah.
I appreciate
well
that.
then,
Thank you, Esquire.com.
what's more of the story? Do you know more of the story? Or did you just look
We're
up
going
the
by
headlines?
headlines.
Are we
I'm not reading the story.
sponsored
You
by
two are
Esquire?
trying to cheat.
We're not trying to cheat. We're trying to win. Cheat.
Are we
You ain't
sponsored?
cheating.
never-
Look, I'm gonna say
Trying.
it's true because I feel like you're trying to trick us because they went true, false, true. Right.
Yeah.
I feel
the fourth
like
one.
this is like the
Yes.
strategy
Right?
for answering a Scantron test.
Right.
I answered it like earlier.
I haven't
It
had
can't
an
be
A
beat.
in a while. I
Yeah,
got
I
an answer.
Everyone does that.
What about you guys?
The fourth question.
Yeah, I think
Combined,
it's
we don't
true.
have-
I'm gonna go true.
I think it might be true because maybe he like trained the squirrel to attack his neighbor.
See,
Maybe he was a really bad neighbor.
that's why this one
Yeah.
makes me chuckle.
Yeah, I think it's true because I've even seen something in the past about like a woman like training her cats to like attack her neighbor as well. So I feel something like this would be along those same lines and be true.
Crazy cat lady
I
made her
don't
cat
trust
crazy.
you.
John-
I was
John's
John's the ones in the
face.
future, and I was like,
John's face
There's
is
some
telling me
ridiculous-
it's not true.
I think
He was reading the headlines. He allegedly says he
Allegedly.
was reading,
Wow.
reading the headlines.
I think it's true. I want it to be true. If it's false, I'll cry.
I
'cause I
also-
want that to happen. I will
Yeah.
train a
True
squirrel to
somewhere.
attack
I
other
also want it to be
neighbors.
true.
Yeah, it's supposed my neighbor.
Oh,
Look out, they're coming.
So what's our answer here?
We think
True.
it is
Oh,
true.
True.
Is it correct? 3, 2, 1.
It is correct.
Yes, 2
Oh,
to
it is
2.
a
Back to a
Fun.
tie.
Back to a tie.
Yeah. Wow. Tight game here, guys. Really exciting
John's like,
stuff.
it's okay. I didn't come up with it. So.
I'm like sad over here that you guys are catching up. All right, next headline. Florida man jumps in river, accuses girlfriend of trying to kill him.
True.
False.
Whoa, we got a disagreement here.
Yeah.
What do you
That's.
guys
I
think?
feel like that's false.
I feel like someone would go to that extent.
You know what?
Like maybe
Just
if they're
because
really,
it would
river
doesn't mean
accuses.
maybe if they're
The
trying to
headline
get out
doesn't
of
make sense.
My legs
if they're
sleep
trying to
again.
get out of a relationship,
There's
I
a
think-
lot
I
of
think-
ways.
send her to jail.
Wait,
Jail.
I forgot my thought.
Nice job.
I think.
Brain blast, Dylan.
I just think it's boring.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
it's. I
If you're on a website looking at
And you think
Florida
the
man
straw
headlines,
attack-
they're gonna be entertaining.
I'm sorry,
I
but I would
agree.
click on that.
You
It's-
think,
it's
you
like-
think the straw attack wasn't
like,
boring?
what? No,
I was
I
like,
think the
what's the
straw attack is
story?
funny.
I
I'm
wanna
saying,
know.
like,
It's intriguing, but it's not Florida man intriguing. It's
I
not like
agree.
something out of the
it's
It's not to
Iowa
that
intriguing, but definitely not Iowa.
Next week on the Daily Bark, we have
Iowa
Iowa man or not.
Oh, we should do all 50. Never. mind.
Very mild
Oh
headlines.
my gosh, all 50 states. What are
Iowa
we gonna have
man
50
gets
podcasts?
good corn
Yes.
crop this year. Is it true or not?
All right, so I think it's false.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
think it's false.
Matt,
Which one
you're
are we on again?
outnumbered.
River.
Yeah, that's okay.
Are you gonna try to convince us anymore, or do you want to just
No.
cave and go?
Whoa.
Just go.
Taurus
All
energy
right,
is-
we
is
think-
excited.
We're gonna say it's false. Is that correct? 3, 2, 1.
It is false.
Yes, we're
Yeah,
taking the
yeah.
lead.
It's you, baby.
Yeah. That was the one that I think I did last, and I was like, man, how could I make this better? But
Accuses girlfriend of trying to
because
kill.
I was picturing like a guy like jumping off a bridge, and then
She pushed
like,
me.
yeah, that's what I, like. Oh, she pushed me. Oh, how, yeah. Okay. Next
I know.
headline.
Raise your hand.
Florida man rescues grandma floating away on ice throne.
Ice in Florida.
No, no.
No, I've seen the story. I know it's true. I've seen it. I've seen the story.
Where'd you
Wait,
see
what
it
was
at?
I've seen it. It was on Instagram. It was on Instagram. I know it's
Are
true.
you sure it wasn't
I
Esquire.com?
know it's true. No, because she was on it and then it broke off and it floated away. I know this
Wait,
is
can
true.
someone? What was the headline again?
I know this is true. I know it in my bones.
In your bones.
In me bone. Well,
Me bones.
I'm not going to put it on the
Me
pinky
bones, me
promise,
bucko.
but I will put it on my bones.
It was Florida man rescues grandma floating away on an ice throne.
I know this is true.
What is an ice throne?
Yeah, someone explain.
So you know when...
Why do you know?
How do you know?
You know how on like the ocean when there's like little like sheets of ice and stuff like they can break apart. Have you ever seen Ice Age? Well,
Yeah.
a girl.
This is not
It was like
Pangea.
sitting like on like. Oh my gosh, guys! I just know it's true.
Yeah, it is not 2,000,008.
Nice job.
DCE.
You tried.
BC. Anyway, forget I said that.
I know it's true because she's sitting in like a little like there was like an ice thing formed and she's like, oh my gosh, it's kind of like a chair, and she sat on it and then it broke and she started floating away.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is true, and I'm gonna say she deserved it.
Period.
Wow.
I don't know. Amelia's so passionate about it. I'll say it's true.
I trust her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know if I
I
trust
think
her,
it's
but I'm
true.
gonna go with the group.
If it's not, then there was definitely a story like
If
it.
it's not, then you're getting
It's
removed
so
from
weird.
Daily Bark.
Yeah,
For
I
Amelia to have remembered it.
Removed from the daily.
We're locking you in a
banished,
closet
jail.
somewhere. Jail.
Every time you speak, you will get censored.
L.
Jail.
Jail. All right.
All right. So what are we saying?
True.
True.
3, 2, 1.
It is a true headline.
Yes, I knew it.
Good
How
job.
did
I
me?
honestly
It's not
was
a true
Why would I
headline.
not?
It is
was
a
false,
real
so you can
headline.
leave.
I don't know if the story is true or not, but it is a real headline.
It was a clickbaity
And
headline.
that's what this
It's-
game is. It's
The
not
ice
if
thing
it
just
actually
broke, and she's like, "Oh no!" Like she could have hopped over, but it was just like, "I'm floating away." And
happened.
there's
Where
a
was
video.
she in the world for the ice throw? Florida?
No, she
What
wasn't
are we
in
talking
Florida, but she
about?
was from Florida, and she was like,
Oh, Florida man.
because people in Florida
visits
don't see
Antarctica,
snow all that
rescues
often,
grandma.
so she went to go visit her Midwestern family to see snow and ice on a lake or something.
She got a little
I
more
think
than
we
snow.
have been lied to by Esquire. I don't think this
No,
story
it was a
is real.
Florida
all
woman.
have been
It
lied.
was
Guys,
a
we're
Florida
sponsored by Esquire.
Yeah,
Calm down.
thank you. Thank you, sponsors.
Thank you, sponsor.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Esquire.
They're holding me captive, making me come up with a headline.
Please. Please help.
For some reason, I have it in my head that every Florida man is the same dude.
Oh,
Honestly,
100%.
same.
I'm sure
he is.
He's just like a urban myth around the area. There's an urban legend. Yeah,
Legend, yes.
yeah, just around the area, just Florida.
You're
man.
going through it today, man.
All right, so what's the score?
It's currently 4-2.
4-2. I thought it was
Oh.
3-2.
Catch up, John.
No,
Oh my
it
God.
Where's
Four.
the Aries energy
We're on
now?
number 6, buddy.
Yeah.
He's
Or we just
outnumbered.
finished
He's in a
sixth.
Come
corner.
back.
Guys,
He's
stop.
gonna start crying.
What's that?
What's emotion? Never heard of her.
Must suck.
Never seen that. Never felt. Have you seen that? Oh, that's kind of okay. There was this lady. she she has a very dark complexion and she's putting on like white paint. She goes, African American. Never seen that. Never felt that. And I don't know, but it was
I've
the
seen that
funniest
video.
thing.
Posted around the last election. So
It
it was like
reminds me of the
right after Trump was elected.
Yeah.
No, thank you, whoever. I look just like you. You know what I'm talking about?
The video I posted.
That's what I thought of.
Oh my gosh, thanks Rebecca. I look just like you.
It's like clown makeup. All right,
Yes.
next headline. Gotta find my place. Okay. Florida man pulled over for attempting to drive with only 2 front wheels.
This is
I
true.
don't
Oh.
believe that.
But pulled over. How does that happen with 2
Oh.
wheels?
A lot of people don't know
You're the car man.
normal car
explain.
maintenance.
Yeah, Matt.
So I would say that's true.
Car man, Matt.
How did he get to
Because-
drive if he only has 2 fronts?
It's not. You drove on a front wheel.
Okay, but she had
I
wheels.
drove on 3. It
She
was
had
boom,
tires?
boom, boom was fine, and I drove on 1.
You can
flat
still
tire.
drive with like with the rubber on. You
Wait,
can
so-
still drive.
Why was he in
Is it a flat tire or no tires?
I didn't read the article.
This
It's true.
It's false.
it's true if it's a flat tire, but what is it?
Yeah, I'll
No,
cave.
it's still true
I'll
if he's
cave
driving
this
on
time.
his wheels.
I
Is
feel
Matt
like the
caved last
rear
time?
would drag too much, even if it was just a flat
Yeah, that
tire.
I don't think 2 wheels would be enough to pull a car.
Right, you're losing your back.
Do you know 2-wheel drive exists?
Do you know that I didn't ask?
Isn't
Yeah,
that
I'm not
called a
worried
bike?
about the.
I don't think 2 wheels could pull a
propulsion.
car.
Yeah, did you like my joke?
As much
was
as I
bad.
am like
I thought my joke
the
was funny.
weight
The,
Oh, yeah.
the
But
weight
think
over
about
the
it.
front
Could John come
axle.
up with this if it wasn't a real title?
John's not a car guy.
You're like coming from my intelligence.
Guys,
John's
John
smart
is
enough
stupid.
to write this headline.
What are you
like-
guys thinking? Because we're kind of split.
I think we need to ask Monty.
I don't know how that
What's
would work.
the physics of this?
Please.
I will
Net
call Heath
force
High
and
School right
all.
now.
Logan, what are you thinking?
Nobody's there.
You know she's not there.
I'm just gonna go.
No, she
true
probably
on
doesn't.
this
You're
one.
gonna go with true?
Yeah.
Are we split?
I think we're pretty split. Because I said
There's
false, but I
7
said I would
people. Hold on.
concede.
Yeah, there's
there's
7 people. It
7.
shouldn't be split.
So
I
how many?
forget
How
what
many
I
for
was
true?
thinking.
I'll say true.
I'll go with Matt. He's the car guy. man.
Okay, so it's 4-3.
All right,
Okay.
so it is.
So it is true.
I guess it's true.
Even though I think
Alright,
it's false.
where's
But
the
I
countdown?
voted true. 3, 2, 1.
It is made up.
Nice job, John.
Thank you.
I'm surprised you could
That was
come
good.
up with that.
You're
Can we,
Bow
can we
down.
count it
I was
because
like,
she
I'm
technically
shocked.
No,
said it?
my final vote was true.
Bow down, peasants.
All right, it is
Yes.
4-3.
Who are you
folks.
again?
That was
Wow.
false.
We're in the lead.
Tight
by
game.
Who are you again?
Tight game.
You're
This
false.
is
Nice to
crazy,
meet you.
guys.
So is this number 8?
Do I
Should
just
I like
separate you two?
subtract one so that we
Mom,
end
no.
on a? Should we just do 9 so that we have a clear
Yeah,
winner?
yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, it's taking. I'm deleting.
He's
Oh, you're
rebooting,
deleting
guys.
your made up headline?
Oh.
I don't know.
Yes.
Do you have an even split of both, like 5 and 5?
I'm not
Yes.
telling you that.
He had 10.
Well, he could have had like 6 of one and 4 of the other.
Next headline. Florida man throws active sprinkler through neighbor's window.
No.
Genius.
No.
That really is.
I'm gonna do that.
That is true.
Amelia, watch out.
Even if it's fake, I'm still gonna do
That
it.
is true.
If an
I feel like that has to be true. John is laughing. Well, I don't know. He's laughing really hard at it.
It's just the concept.
I'm trying to figure out if that's like an I'm proud of myself because this is funny laugh or
I know.
like
Wait till you hear the next one.
Hey, guys, it's true.
This one's true
I
because
feel
the
like it's
next
true.
one is made up because he's proud of it.
Ooh, he's giving
It's
away too much.
True.
I think this one is true.
True.
I'm gonna go true.
Okay,
True.
true.
Because like
That's
I could see
quick.
that happening.
No more
I could
true.
see myself doing
3,
that.
2, 1. Okay, hold on. It is made up.
Oh.
No! You're
I'm
just-
proud of
it's
that
4 to
one.
4. You should be. That's
Dang.
That's not a good one. I was-
that was
yeah.
a good one.
John
I
gave
can
us
just
all I
imagine
learned.
like, he didn't invite me to my barbecue or whatever. Throws a sprinkler.
That was clever.
I just want to say, if anyone gets an active sprinkler thrown in their window, blame John.
It was John
Just all my
Tavner.
idea.
Imagine how long the hose would have to be.
I
the
mean,
Daily
if
Bark
your
If you're
neighbors
close
know-
enough,
vandalism.
Yeah.
You're
You don't
close
have to get it.
I know my
This is
neighbor. We have a hose right next to their window. So,
So,
Let's go test it
Watch
on
out.
our neighbors.
Watch
I
out.
would never. My neighbors are the sweetest.
Guys, this is the final one.
This is the-
4 to 4.
This is the
Oh
final.
man, I'm so glad I deleted it.
Oh no.
We gotta end on a good one. Our final headline. Hold on. Sorry. I have to compose myself. I don't want to.
Do we want to go again?
No, I think this is this raw uncut.
We already, yeah, and the mic
The more we
already
discuss
blew
it, the
up from that.
awkwarder it is.
So,
It's too late to come back.
Our final headline. Rattlesnake carrying Florida man claims to be agent of God.
I know. Wait.
Oh,
I
right.
think
This was in the podcast. I remember that one. Right?
What?
This was in the Jenna Joy podcast. I watched that one, so I remember that one, but I don't remember the answer to it.
Dang it!
You are no help.
Wait, the rattlesnake did?
Yeah, say that again.
That sounds like a
Oh,
great.
I wish I literally watched it yesterday. Oh no.
He was trying to practice for a game.
Think about their logic. Think about their logic and like what they said after.
Rattlesnake carrying Florida man claims to be agent of God.
Oh, this is true. This has to be true. This has to be true.
So the
I want it to be
the
true.
man-
So the man claims he was an
the man-
claims the snake was an agent of God.
It's a man carrying a rattlesnake who is an agent of God, allegedly.
I would say that's true.
I mean, it's Florida.
Yeah.
A rattlesnake is very fitting.
Yeah.
So
Also, like, I speak to God. God speaks
yes.
to me.
And then, does anyone think it's fake? I think it's
Don't
fake,
hold
but I
me
want it
accountable
to be
for wrong,
true.
but-
We are holding you
We're
accountable.
holding you very
'Cause I
accountable.
We
do not
held
trust
Amelia
myself.
accountable. You're getting
I
held
do not trust
accountable.
myself, so.
You're getting locked in a
Okay,
closet.
We're trusting you,
Again.
Not
Dylan.
again.
If
just
you're
for the
wrong-
record,
Dylan, if you're
I did
wrong,
look up, are
we
there
lose.
rattlesnakes in Florida?
Oh,
And I
cheater.
Didn't, I didn't get an
Cheater.
answer.
Oh, okay.
Why would you? Yeah, they are.
There are.
Have you seen holes? Is that in Florida?
In Texas.
Oh,
I'm pretty
my
sure.
bad.
You fake fan.
I could be wrong though.
The
so.
Shia LaBeouf knows.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh my
either
god, I love that
Texas or
movie.
Texas. It wasn't
Anyway, it's true. It has to be.
True.
I bet it's
It has
true.
to be. It has to
True.
be. It has to be.
Right.
The more
Everyone,
you
let's
say
do
it, the
our
more you're
final
getting held
countdown
accountable.
together.
For all the
Ready?
marbles.
3, 2, 1.
It is true.
Did you get it from the Jenna and Julie podcast?
I remember them saying it, and I was like, I'll just throw it in. I think this one's funny.
that's
That was a
funny.
good one.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I don't know what I would have voted.
Good job,
I
guys.
don't know.
Cause like that's
Yay.
like good enough to be a Florida man headline, but it's also easy to come up with because it's like so fitting for Florida.
Well, when I first read it too, I was like, I was imagining a rattlesnake carrying a Florida man.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The
when you said
rattlesnake
that.
is the
Yeah.
agent of God. Like,
Yeah. Like
That's
the
what
rattlesnake
tripped me out. I
claimed
was
it.
like, what?
Yeah.
Because somebody
Yeah.
in Florida wrote it, it's written like a Floridian would talk.
I love that we're
Pretty good.
insulting the entire state of Florida.
Yes, we are.
I
your
have
mom lives
relatives
there,
in
so
Florida.
maybe.
They're
Yes,
just
my mom
crazy.
lives there, so I have a
Right?
pass.
Oh my god. That was a high five, everyone.
Wow, thanks for clearing that
Yeah,
up.
we're not smacking each other.
Okay, everyone. I have some big news to let you all know.
What?
I got a call today from the CEO of Nintendo from Japan. There was a translator on the line, and he told me that he would be sponsoring the Daily Bark podcast.
Oh my gosh. What was his message?
He basically just said, please talk very positively about my game that
The
I
game
did not
sucks.
develop.
The game
well,
sucks.
hey, we
I'm
want to
kidding.
keep our sponsors.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
trying
The game is the best game I've ever played, and
There
give
is
him your
nothing
coin.
wrong with
Buy
it.
all the rubies.
Steering on point. That's all I have to
Yeah,
say.
so with that preface in the way, everyone share their positive and great opinions about the game.
You have strong feelings about Mario Kart.
Yeah, why don't I
so-
start?
You start, and we'll go around the circle. But we'll talk.
I don't
about
care.
As we
I'm
go.
going to go against the wishes of my sponsor and say that I do not like this game at all. And
Did you like it better on
Hot
Switch or
take.
Wii?
well, I think the console versions are superior,
Okay.
100%. The controls are made for a game like that, and I don't understand why it was like. I understand it's like easy to hold your phone like portrait, and like I don't know. It makes more sense for a phone game to be held like that, but
To be held.
to be
I
held
mean-
portrait mode because it's
Yeah.
easier and you can like I don't know like
But also, I
Didn't
feel
you
like
want it to be held like?
yeah, but I'm saying
I
it makes
wanted
more
it to be
sense with you that
horizontal.
way. But if it was horizontal, I think that would be more like the classic
If
because
experience.
like with the Wii remotes, you hold it horizontally. With the Switch remotes, you hold it
Unless you
I
play
horizontally.
just
with the
my thing
nunchuck.
is like
Okay, who plays with a nunchuck?
I played
feel
with
like-
it.
Okay, loser.
Are you
Nunchuck
Are you
for
kidding?
Mario
Me and
Kart?
Dylan are
you a
superior.
psychopath?
I don't like.
I agree.
I didn't like the steering. It wasn't like
You two need to
It
It was with
leave
the joystick.
Y'all need-
no like the
help.
steering with the like
Canceled,
if you just had a Wii because like it wasn't.
jail,
I was-
incarcerated,
I-
prison,
I am an
I would
advocate
knock
for
the-
drifting.
Oh yes.
I
And
love
drifting.
drifting.
Drifting in this game is not it because
I
if
like
you want to be able to drift and have your ultra turbos, you have to turn off like regular steering, and then you can only drift, and it makes no sense.
I just want to say holding the game horizontally would only be good if you're using like the tilt. 'Cause
Yes,
if
I
I was
agree.
gonna,
Because it feels weird.
But it does
Portrait way.
allow for more room for the controls.
It does, and I think
Yeah.
there's also an issue when I'm driving on the phone one. I can't really like see as much.
Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause,
I
like,
have a
on like a
I get
TV,
that.
it's like on the sides you have a lot more like field of view.
I find
I agree.
myself not knowing if when the track is gonna turn or like ahead of
Yeah.
the track
Same.
until like I see the arrows.
There's one specific. It's like New York.
Yes.
New
Yeah,
York
that one. Is,
Yes.
I never know when to turn.
I don't
I
like
run
New
straight into the
York.
wall every single
Every
time.
single time. How do
You'd
you
think
feel?
I'd know
I'm
by
just
now.
Personally for the game, I do like it from where it came from, but just the controls of the game, I do wish it was horizontal, just because I did play Mario Kart a lot as a kid, and I am very proud that they brought it to mobile, so then we could play. But I definitely feel like there are a lot of things to work with.
It was also the first launch, so it's like
there's definitely going to be
Because they need to fix some
They need
things.
to
It would be
improve.
great otherwise.
to say it's perfect.
Do you want to
is-
pick that up and hit the end button?
Oh no, we're getting a call.
It's our
Nintendo! We spoke negatively!
They know.
We just blow up.
We hung up. There was no.
We know that they were
verification.
revoking. Oh my gosh, my mom called me.
It's actually like
You
a
guys-
serial killer who's calling to like tell us that he knows what we did last summer,
Oh, no.
and
He's
we're-
taking us
I
out.
watched Scream 2 earlier today, so
I love the Scream movies. Off
I-
topic, but the Scream movies,
I love the first one. It's incredible.
good.
Second one is a good movie.
they get crappier as you go down, but it's still like so
Amazing.
What about Scary Movie?
I
Who?
watched all of
Izzy?
Scary
them.
Movie.
I watched all
good.
of
Izzy
them.
would
I
make
hated
me
them.
watch that every time I was with her, and I've grown to hate those movies.
I hate
Okay.
how dumb they are.
They
yeah,
are.
but that's
very-
like why it's funny.
It
I
is
know,
good.
But it's
so
only
good.
funny for like the first time they make the joke, but then they do it every movie and like multiple times in the movie. I'm just done.
There's
with
only
it.
so much you can like make fun of the same movie.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like horror movies, there's only lots of them are very similar.
You're gonna have to cut all of this.
No,
out.
it's a good tangent.
We're waiting
It
on
is a good
Amelia to
tangent.
get back.
Yeah,
'cause
it's a
she's
good
on the
tangent.
But
phone.
I feel like, guys, if you're listening, let us know how you feel about Scary Movie and Scream, please. and the
Scary
game.
movies.
If you
seem,
disagree
like,
with us,
inappropriate.
you're wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Scream, the
Scary
TV
Movie
show. Did anybody watch
I
that?
watched like a few episodes of it, but I never finished it.
It's really good.
Isn't that the one that like Ariana Grande was in?
Yeah.
That's Scream Queens.
That's okay.
I only watched a couple episodes of that.
I'm sorry.
We went on a tangent about Scary Movie and Scream.
I don't know how we got
Because
here.
I
but we
made the
did.
joke about the
Yeah,
last
anyway.
summer.
Mario
It's like,
Kart.
I watched
I
Scream
want to
today.
speak my opinion really
Yes,
quickly.
please.
So
You
I
would.
think I did not like the drifting at first, but now that I've gotten used to it, I love it because I feel so proud after I get like, oh my gosh, I turned, or like I might have to do the course a couple times.
Oh my gosh, I turned.
No, but like I definitely feel so satisfied, like to see like I don't know, your phone kind of like buzzes or it has like little fantastic as you build up more and more tricks, and it's just like you're on a high and you're just like going, and the race is over. Because also I like how it's 2 laps. I feel like if it were 3 laps,
It would feel too long.
it would
yeah.
be too
Yeah, I
long.
agree.
Also more time to mess up, but also more time to recover. So I don't know.
I like that decision, the 2 laps, because I feel like I don't want to. If I'm playing Mario Kart, I want to like get
Do
a
you wanna-
quick game in.
Do you want to talk about how Boo isn't in it?
Yeah. Also, Boo is not in the game, and that upsets me on so many levels because Mario Party I play as Boo, and Mario Kart. Well, in Mario Kart I play as the Animal Crossing character, but I didn't expect him to be in this, so that's completely irrelevant.
Valid.
But Boo, why is he not in the game? Why is Pauline in the game? Love Pauline, but why is
Because
she
She's a
in it?
baddie. She is a baddie.
I know
new
the new Mario
Mario
Kart.
games,
Yeah,
which-
I know. But
you
like,
know how
why?
they keep, as you progress, they keep doing the same courses but heightened with new tricks, with new ramps, with new
But, like,
characters that can
why?
get you unlocked more things. She was in the new
I know, I
Mario
played it,
game.
dude,
She
I
was a
beat it.
vital part.
She is
Also,
a baddie.
Her
There's
song
no-
is famous on TikTok.
I agree.
All right,
Or why did I say I agree? I know.
so she deserves a place.
Look,
She's
I'm
a
saying, but,
baddie.
okay, maybe I shouldn't have came for Pauline.
Yes,
Come
definitely.
for
Maybe-
Daisy, who you
Yeah, Daisy.
hate.
Well,
I love Daisy.
Okay, Daisy, I have a lot of issues with, but I understand why she's in the game because she's been around for quite some time. But why not just put Boo in the game?
Yeah, Boo's
What-
been around for
what-
a
Who's
while.
to say they're
Dylan-
not going to with the next update?
Okay,
Like
but
I said,
like I
Dylan
said,
likes to
you-
live in a fever dream where he thinks he is
Everybody
Boo.
who's listening, go to the App Store, comment, add Boo to
Please.
it. Just
Please.
We'll call our sponsors
There's
right
so
now.
many just morally wrong things about not putting Boo in the game.
John
Just
just
got
won.
20 rubies?
Yeah. I was going in to see what characters they don't have so I can trash them some more. But
Oh, they don't.
I won my like
Who was it?
tournament thing.
Oh my gosh.
As you should.
One thing I don't like about the game is now it's expecting me to get 10,000 points in one race.
I agree.
with normal
Unless
Let's
you're
talk
characters.
about
Sutherland.
I like how it's progressively getting harder, but I don't understand like unless
We're not
there's
Reese
like
Sutherland. She gets like 7,000 points.
I
every
can get
single
that
game.
now that I know like oh you have to drift more or you have to hit every single like jump there is, but I've gone through multiple races, I've gone through different ways, and the only way to do it is if you have a maxed out cart that is at the double amount of points, a maxed out character that can give you
They want you
3
back.
items at once, and a maxed out glider, which you can't necessarily get unless you keep racing and racing, but I don't want to have to keep doing the same courses over and over
Or you
to
know
get
what?
5 stars
They
on one
pay.
course.
Those
Pay to
microtransactions
win.
They want
you to pay.
really
Yeah.
Pay to
I
win.
do not like that. at
Nintendo.
all.
Yeah, they want
That's
you
why
to
Mario
pay.
Kart 8 on Nintendo Switch.
very
the
good.
superior.
No,
What is
Mario
it?
Kart Wii is superior
No.
to all other ones.
Disagree.
I
wholeheartedly.
like the Wii one. I'm with Matt on this one.
It's a
The Wii
really
is superior.
solid
It's
game,
a superior console
I
overall.
am gonna disagree.
Nothing
With that.
was wrong with the Wii besides the Wii Fit board. We won't go there.
But what's wrong with Wii Fit?
It said it was 53.
What?
That's what was so good.
Yeah, that's what made it good.
The Wii Fit board.
It
is
wouldn't
just
be
like,
fun.
oh, you're back
Did
after
you
6
play-
months of not being fit. Cool.
Did you play the step aerobics game? Because
Oh, that was
the
that was
best
that
part.
was the games were
Step
undeniably
aerobics.
fun, but the fact that it
I
was like
miss
trying to
Wii.
tell me to be healthy, absolutely not.
Did you guys have Wii Sports Resort?
Yeah, I have it.
Yes.
I loved
It was so
Really
fun.
good.
I had all the
Fun.
Just Dances, which Just Dance was
Should
kind
we
of a
just-
flop on
let's
it.
just cancel this podcast and play Wii.
Bye,
I
guys.
see. You'll see you later, guys.
Matt, do you have any opinions on it?
I think it's okay, but it's obviously underdeveloped. I think it's missing the whole concept of Mario Kart and the whole purpose of it. The purpose is to
Destroy your friends.
Yeah,
Period.
essentially.
And I
I-
also didn't like how you had to get to like a certain cup to add friends. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
And how you can't, they're like, no multiplayer yet.
yeah,
Yeah,
I, don't like
I
that.
whole
guess they
point-
promised that for later, but
One thing I will say, I think the reason they put it out knowing that there's going to be updates is because you know how things trend on Twitter very quickly and like you know, like they heard so many people retweeting and liking the tweet that was just like, why haven't they brought Mario Kart to mobile? Everyone was tweeting about it, just like the Area 51 raid and stuff. Like things get popular, and it was popular, and it was just like, why isn't this on mobile yet? And people were just like, yeah, I agree with that. And before it's forgotten and out of their heads, they're like, let's get it out. Let's get something out
yeah.
to get them interested.
Well, I feel like the
Typical
Area
marketing.
51 raid was kind of forgotten, and people
And
still did it.
People, yeah, people still want it.
I think it's just a bad like move by Nintendo because it just shows that they're trying to rush it to get it out and
But
have
that's every
people
game.
spend money on it.
But the thing
Instead of-
about games is if you start with a bad foundation,
But I don't think it's a
updates-
bad foundation. I
But
just
that
think
doesn't-
there's a lot
It's
of
just
issues
very,
with
like-
it. To say it's
but the thing is
perfect
that
wrong.
they're open about the issues. They're like, we're gonna
Are
add
they?
multiplayer.
But to start with a bad
Are
foundation,
they open
to just
about
add
Boo
things
not being in
onto
the
it-
game? No.
Think about it like this: is it content issue or technical issue? Because does the game run well? Does
the
the
game
like there's
runs well.
both.
I think
I'm
it's
playing it
both,
right
yeah.
now.
Sure, both.
Like
I say more so on the technical side because, like, do I need Boo?
Yes,
No.
you do.
But do I want Boo? Yes. But do I need a better steering option? Yes.
I'm doing
Yes.
fine. I'm doing fine. with
Not
it.
everyone
You're just
can use that.
incompetent.
The
I'm just
world
kidding, I
doesn't
love you.
involve
I
around
want to be
you.
able to turn without having to learn how to turn, like,
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right,
I
yeah.
want it to feel like I'm steering a car, you know?
Yeah.
You still turn
Or
your tilt
turning
on.
a Wii controller.
But the tilt
True.
is awful.
The tilt
Oh.
sucks.
I really.
Are
I
you
might just
playing?
hit
Are
myself
you
with my
playing
own
as
Grinch,
Daisy?
I'm Pauline.
Oh.
Okay.
That was
Are you
Okay, but
offensive.
Pauline,
kidding?
she snapped.
I'm on New York Minute. Who else would it be? I have Music Mario.
She's-
New York
bad.
Minute makes me
She's
very
bad.
angry.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I always hit that wall.
Yes.
It's,
you're so well. If you're
I
at New
also-
York Minute T, everything's in the air.
I
so.
also don't like that you can't fall off anything.
You can
I like
change
You
that.
can
it.
turn
you
off
can
the
fall.
smart steering.
You can?
I've
Yeah.
fallen off.
Okay, we're disregard that. I didn't know.
I
I
have
haven't
If you
switched
were to look at the settings on the home menu, you would know that smart steering can be turned off.
I haven't played the game that
Big
much.
fan.
So,
I got fourth.
Interesting.
I could do better.
are you kidding me?
Nope. I am 100% serious.
Does anybody else have any thoughts?
I have some
Game.
thoughts.
Yes.
Have you guys played the other games that Nintendo has released?
Yes. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is not it.
Right.
And I will stand by that. It's just very
not
surface
it
level.
because it's just looking for those microtransactions. Just like Mario Kart
Mario
is gonna
Kart is definitely one to play.
yeah,
For sure.
yeah. Mario Kart's good until you get to the point where you have to start buying stuff to like be good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But if anyone's played Super Mario Run, the game that they
Yes.
released, it's a
It is not it.
it is
I-
a great
I
game
didn't like it.
because you pay once and you don't have to pay again the entire rest of the game.
I think that was a better
Yeah, but I
decision.
feel like,
Yeah.
for sure.
But I didn't like how it made, like, honestly, I don't even like platforming Mario games that much.
It's definitely
That's
an
like Mario
iOS
at its
like
core,
game.
though.
But, like,
Not a
I like
full
the
Mario
3D
is a
Marios.
platform.
But, like, I like the 3D, like Super Mario 64 or, like, Galaxy.
Galaxy.
I love
Oh,
Galaxy.
Great game. And Galaxy 2.
Yes,
they
they're both
did-
good.
Yeah, both of them amazing.
But yeah, I honestly would have been happier to pay $10 to play Mario Kart on my phone and have it be fully fleshed out.
Yeah.
Then to
Take
have
away
to,
the
like,
points system where you have to like do however many tricks to
It
like.
takes the
Yeah,
grind
for
out
sure.
of it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like-
I mean, I enjoy the point system to give you a gauge, but I don't think that should determine like
But it's
the
like,
fact
that
that you
only-
have to unlock certain cups by getting like
Yeah.
15 stars. Like,
But that
I-
only takes you so far, because how many times are you going to have to unlock a cup before it stops getting repetitive? You know what I mean? Like,
I got
that's just how the
Right,
incentive is.
and that's the problem with a lot of like RPG free-to-play games. Like
Yeah.
it's just the constant grind. You're doing the same thing
Yes,
over
I know
and
what
over.
that is like.
A real gamer.
Dylan's a real gamer because he plays on mobile.
Whoa.
I have
Let's talk about
owned
that.
every single Nintendo console, and I have had a PS4, and I have a computer. So,
we get it, Dylan. You're rich.
it's called scamming.
Let's not talk about that.
You probably
you
don't
can't
want to
speak.
admit this.
You
Not
you
on
have the
air.
right
I am
to not
afraid of nothing.
self-incriminate.
Nintendo is listening
Plead the
right
fifth.
now.
Our sponsor.
Okay, I didn't scam anything.
Oh, we're already gonna get sued.
I didn't scam anything, Nintendo.
I have to get it.
Anyway.
Reggie will be your legal representative in the fight against Nintendo.
I started downloading this before we started the conversation, hoping that I could like play it and just
Oh, I'm
get
playing it the
general
whole
idea of it, and
conversation.
it still hasn't like.
Oh.
Oh, there it goes.
I got a
That's
friend
just
who
Amelia's
says-
Wi-Fi
Nope.
being bad.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm not
Amelia.
connected.
What we're not going to
Get
do is
better.
do personal.
Yeah, I just opened it and said,
We already
the
have.
game crashed.
That's your game. I'm playing just fine.
Yeah, Mr. Yeager, if you're listening, your rules are in place here.
They're definitely not.
No trash talking.
Did you just hear what we said about this game?
I didn't say they were getting enforced. They're
They
here, though.
apply, but they're not enforced.
So they're not. They're not.
You are
existent,
twisting my
essentially.
words.
No, you just don't. Make
I don't know. I
sense,
feel like we completely dragged this game through the garbage.
We did.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
After being sponsored
But
by
that is okay.
Nintendo?
Hey, we're
We are giving our
Giving our
genuine.
Look,
and we're taking their
Yeah.
money.
Do I buy guys, real question. Do I buy dry
No.
bones?
No, don't.
no.
Don't
I
feed
have
into
4,000
it.
coins and he's
Delete the
only
game.
800. No.
Imagine not
Buy
getting
them.
dry bones on one of those like.
Pick up
prize
your old
winning
DS.
things.
I-
Pop in that old
Mario Kart.
Mario
Zelda.
Kart DS cartridge
Hell.
and have a blast. That's
Yeah.
what.
That's
That is
fine.
my
Yeah.
opinion.
Want to know a
on
good
this
DS
subject.
game? Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Was it was it Tokyo 2008?
I think
Yes.
it was.
Yeah, I had that game. Amazing.
I used to steal those
So
from my cousin
good.
Greg.
10 times
I
better
always
than
play
Mario
them.
Kart Tour on iOS.
You stole them.
and
from
Android
Well, I would
or
like
whatever.
Go out,
Take
buy
them.
a DS for like
Because my mom used to babysit.
nothing,
Yeah.
and then
Anyway.
buy that game. Just play that.
Anyway. Any other
You'll
thoughts?
have-
Don't give
10
this
times
app
more
your
Don't give
coin.
Nintendo your money.
Yeah.
Microtransactions are
I'm
a
looking
scam.
again. I'm looking at you, Bree Sutherland, because I know she's tempted to buy this.
I've never cheated. Spends $30. I'm not cheating. I'm winning.
She hasn't yet.
Honestly, I feel like
But I know she's
we give
tempted
it
to.
like 6 months.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It hasn't fixed a lot.
I
of
don't think
the
it'll last
issues.
longer than Pokemon Go did. Definitely not.
Pokemon Go's still got a
I mean, yeah.
pretty good following.
Says me, who still has Pokemon Go on their phone.
I actually.
But it
just
doesn't have, like,
deleted
the
it to open
hype.
this game.
No. Never delete Pokemon Go.
You just
I'm just
said that
saying.
it's not a relevant game.
No, I'm saying as long as its hype lasted, like people still enjoy it. That doesn't mean the hype is still there.
I had Pokemon
Yeah, I feel
Go
like
for
this
5
isn't
seconds, and I
nearly
hate it every second.
I literally went with Matt to what was it called?
Granville.
To like our downtown Granville and like a college campus solely to play this game.
That is embarrassing.
No.
It's because my mom works at Denison, and we visited her one day.
That's the excuse you wanted.
Shout
to
out
be known
Denison,
by.
you're on our
Are you
podcast.
kidding me?
Okay,
They keep
anyway.
sending me mail.
I feel like the Mario Kart discussion's done.
Yeah.
I feel like
it
we've
was.
dragged
dragged her
dragged
through
it
the
We've
through the
wrapped it
mud.
up.
We've dragged it through the mud,
So,
for sure.
guys, let us know how you feel.
Yes.
Also, let me know how you liked Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, because I just want
I
to know.
I hated that.
If you
Next
say,
on the
if you
Daily
say it's good,
Bark.
you're wrong. You're just. If you say it's good, you're wrong. Just flat
I
out
agree.
wrong.
Just buy
But
it.
send us your opinion anyway.
Yeah.
Just buy a
please
3DS
do.
and get Animal Crossing.
If you disagree
Yeah.
with anything we
Yes.
said, then you're
If
wrong.
you buy Animal Crossing on literally any other platform, it'll be better.
Yes.
Every
have a
Animal
degree in
Crossing
being
game is
right.
good except for that one that we just talked
Pocket
about
Camp.
and Amiibo
Where all you
Festival.
get to do
Don't
is-
even-
Amiibo
Yes.
Festival.
Yeah,
don't even
trash.
bring it up.
They're trying to match Mario Party.
Your songs are our opinions. Let's jump into it. I'm Amelia,
I'm Allie.
I'm John.
I'm Dylan.
and these are the songs you recommended for us to critique your taste on. First up, we have
Cinnamon Girl by Lana.
Cinnamon Girl by Lana Del Rey. She just came out with a new album called Norman Effing Rockwell.
Whoa.
Keep it PG.
Yeah.
My opinion on it, I listen to the song every single night to go to sleep. So I have some of my own opinions. Have you listened to it, Allie?
Yes, I listen to every song. So
Every song. How do you feel about Cinnamon Girl?
I think it's fine. I have no opinion on it. I mean, it wasn't bad and it wasn't extremely great to me, but I appreciate the production because I love Jack Antonoff and his production style. I appreciate that. And the high notes in it, I was like, get it, girl.
She snapped.
She snapped.
One of the main chorus lines in the chorus is violet, blue, green, red to keep you at arm's length. She's referring to pills that her lover or partner is taking to like keep them, alive, which is drugs. So the fact that they're addicted to drugs, it's not that great. But she's talking about how, and another line in the song is saying how if you'd love me without hurting me, you'd be the first who ever did, referring to her past lovers as hurting her, and this one is also addicted to drugs and whatnot. So they're likely to still hurt her, and she knows that. But with the song and like her style, the fan just kicked on. Enjoy that, guys. The style is very airy, it's very lighthearted. I love her vibe, but I don't think it's my favorite on the album, but it is a good song.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not my favorite, but I just, that Lady Gaga meme where she's like, show-stopping, incredible, never been done before, throw it up and eat it. That's how I feel about her.
Lana?
Yeah.
Yes, I understand. Have you listened to it, John?
I have not, and I feel like I really need to.
Yes.
Because how
It's
passionate
great.
you guys are.
It is
It's
great.
one of my favorite albums
I
for
agree.
the right purposes.
Mm-hmm.
I think you all should listen to this album front to back.
Yes.
There was no skips in my opinion.
I don't think there's any skips. Even if that's not my favorite,
Yes.
not a single skip.
I haven't listened to the album, but I'm also not really a Lana fan.
I understand.
So
Yes, I completely understand.
Is the whole album just kind of chill? Like I
It's
know all.
very
It's
all of the
very
songs-
different for her because she kind of did like a surf rock vibe, I guess, which is not what
Okay.
she's done before. Like her last albums, I don't entirely like every song, but I think this was a lot different and I enjoyed it.
I love
Yes.
it when artists do that. Like
Yes.
just
Yeah.
throw in a new style,
Yes.
see how it works.
I don't like when they keep
That's cool.
repeating the same thing over
Yeah,
and over
yeah.
again, because then you burn out real quick.
Correct.
It's like,
When they switch it up and keep it
yes.
new and fresh. So
Period.
next up is Sign of the Times by Harry Styles, former member of One Direction. This was his
R.I.P.
first single, right? Rest in peace. This was his first single away from One Direction. How are we feeling about it?
I think it was a bad lead single choice, and I never
Really?
listened to the song.
I
Oh.
totally agree.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I
don't
like the
think
song. It's just like there was many better songs on that album.
I think lyrically it was a smart choice to make it the single because it was his first single away from One Direction. Like it's a sign of the times, times are changing. But at the same time, that song obviously like didn't hit number one on the charts because it wasn't something you choose to listen to. Like I don't avidly seek out Sign of the Times. I avidly
I
seek out
literally never listened to the song.
right. But I think it is a good song. I just feel like it doesn't.
It's actually my least favorite on the album.
Oh my
so
gosh.
I don't like the song.
I like the song.
I think it's fine for what it is, but like just in
Yeah.
comparison to the whole album,
Once the album came out, I was like, it made me excited
I
for
was
the
like,
album,
anyway.
But what do you feel,
Mm.
John?
Well, I almost think that's like a good thing that it didn't get super popular because like I'm not like a huge Harry Styles fan or whatever, but it seems like he's
We
more
are.
low key than like other artists. No?
Yeah.
Is
Yes,
that-
yeah,
he definitely
Oh,
is.
okay,
He
okay.
definitely
You
is.
guys like cringed. I was like, I don't want to step on these Harry Styles fans'
No,
toes. They
no.
seem
Little
wild.
snippet. I'm doing my makeup while we're recording. I know y'all aren't gonna see that, but that's why
Just know it's happening.
it's just happening. So, anyways,
My opinion is like I don't love the song, but I like power ballads, and that's what this is, and I appreciate it.
I
But I never.
I don't think
listened
it's
to it.
bad, but
never
I just
listened to
don't.
it.
I definitely
Care about it.
lyrically enjoy the song,
Yes.
but I do not seek it out. I don't look it up. I'm never in the mood for it. Whereas other songs by Harry Styles, I'm like, I am feeling Kiwi, or I am feeling
Oh, Kiwi goes hard.
Woman,
Goes
which we will touch
hard.
on Woman later. But definitely, I think it's a good song. But just just definitely not my favorite by him.
Definitely not. And then the next song was Doubt by Hippocampus.
Alrighty.
And when I heard this song, I was like, I thought of that Nicki Minaj video. I was like, and that's what it sounds like to me. And it was not what I was expecting at all.
Right. Have you heard any other Hippocampus?
Actually, I have not. I've heard of them, but never heard their song.
Okay.
I'm
I
the same,
actually
though,
didn't like this song.
But I liked the production, and I thought it was kind of weird, and I like weird songs.
What about you,
It was
John? Have you
I
heard
agree
Hippocampus
with.
before?
Well, I have heard of them. I've probably listened to about 30 seconds of any of their songs total combined. When I did listen to the first 5 seconds of this song, I was like, yeah, this is cool.
Right, good
Yeah.
vibe.
Probably would listen.
Probably. I've heard Hippocampus before. I like all of their music. I'm not like a stan, I love you kind of person, but like I genuinely enjoy their music, so this was just another.
This song
Good
also kind of
collection.
felt like they were trying to mesh two songs together.
Right.
That's what it sounded like to me, at least, because like the part where like remind me of the Nicki Minaj meme or whatever, and then it would get really normal and just like
Right.
any other opera song. It was just I don't know. It was a weird song.
Does anyone have it pulled up? We can play like the first 5 seconds that John was talking about.
I got you.
Alright, this
I
is
think.
Doubt by
Turn it up.
Hippocampus. It's about to play.
Oh, I don't know how loud this is going to
okay. If it plays.
Hello?
Is it because is my
Hello? Hold on.
technical difficulties, ladies.
Our first difficulty.
And
I can play it.
Our first
No, I got
technical
you.
difficulty, OMG.
John's like,
I have to. Not too loud. Oh.
we can add in a little something.
Ooh.
Like it's kind of wacky and I like it.
It
Yeah.
definitely is whack. It's
cool.
different.
Alright.
Yeah. That's,
Anyway.
that's a little bit.
That's about all I heard of it, and so that's why I'm judging.
There are other Hippocampus songs that are more instrumental, so I would definitely recommend checking them out. Also, what a cool freaking name, Hippocampus.
Yeah, I
you know?
actually.
We stand for really, really cool.
Mm.
Speaking of cool names, didn't you guys want to start a band called like Trash on the Dashboard?
Yes. It was a
So
joke
funny.
at first, but honestly,
But honestly, the plans kind of fell through. We haven't started
it's because
it
they
yet.
took away our activity period, and that's when we would meet. But like, we'll see.
All right, next up.
You and I by Lady Gaga.
Okay.
And I would just like to say that this is one of the best songs of all time.
I
And-
agree. It is my favorite Lady
And-
Gaga single.
Yes.
Period.
I just
It's a classic.
Lady Gaga has this thing about her where it's like she can either do like intense pop music or like rock music, and it all sounds great. And she's just so special, and like I just love everything
John's like,
about
I don't
her.
know
I'm like
her.
listening to it because I haven't heard the song.
It's a classic.
You probably heard it, it's just been
It is a modern classic.
Yeah.
It is
It is
like
a
7 years
classic.
old, but it is a modern classic.
Lady Gaga is, I definitely admire her for her ability to change like Bad Romance, Joanne, two vastly
Yeah.
different things, but
Yes.
still timeless. Like,
Joanne was so wild for me. I didn't know that she had like that side of.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
If you listen to like a lot of her older like unreleased music, it's all like rock music, and like it's really
When she was
nice.
like Stephanie, whatever.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I
And-
enjoy that stuff a lot more. I think.
I like
Right.
how, because in her previous albums, like The Fame Monster, The Fame, you listen to those songs, you're like, oh, this is definitely from like 2000 whatever. It's
Right.
aged not very well, but for me, I feel like Born This Way aged like so
It could come
well,
out today and
even
it
for
would
how
sound fine.
weird it was.
Yeah.
And I
Talking
think
about-
she has that talent about her.
things that are aging. Alice has a very spicy
Oh.
opinion on something later on down the road.
Just you wait.
She
Teaser.
just she thinks it ages, in her words, like milk. And you will be shocked to hear what it is. John will
Hype it
definitely
up.
be shocked.
Hype it up.
I'm like,
Just
oh
be
no, I'm
patient.
scared.
We're getting to it.
I'm like looking down into the.
All right.
but
next.
as we wait, what is next?
Ain't Together by
Ain't Together by King Princess. Any of you who don't know who King Princess is, I recommend checking it out.
I do too.
She is
Yes, I actually really like this song.
yes.
It's really chill. I don't. King Princess doesn't really make any hard hitting songs.
Right.
But what she does make is just very nice and like. I don't know, like, it's just good. And I'm seeing her live in February. And I'm very
Where
excited
is
to see
she
that.
performing
The
at?
Newport in Columbus.
Newport.
on
Okay,
campus.
good.
I love
So,
Newport.
Check out King
So,
Princess Newport Aquarium.
Buy
Tickets are,
tickets.
like,
Her
$30.
album comes out October 25th.
Right.
For
Submit.
this specific song, I think it was at first when I first heard it, I was misunderstanding of it, but then I really listened to the lyrics, and I think it's a good representation of what modern day relationships are. Cause it's about being in a relationship, but you don't want to call it a relationship. So
The person who sent it in for us to review definitely touched upon that. They said how, like you said, like they are in a relationship with somebody who doesn't want to admit that they're in a relationship, or they don't want to come to terms with commitment, and I don't know, like they think about that when they hear this.
I think that's like a very I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah. It's a hard conversation to have because like you want to say that.
Wow. Was that awesome or was that awesome? In all seriousness, I really hope you enjoyed the first episode. I'd like to thank everyone in the Daily Bark team for helping out and providing such a fun little group to be a part of. Thank you, Mr. Armack and Mr. Evans, for helping us through this first few meetings. And Mrs. Holloway, if you made it this far, we're all really excited for you to come and be a part of this as well. On another note, if you liked that music section at the end of the podcast, we ended up recording an hour-long version of that we couldn't include fully, so check the description. It'll be in there if you want to listen to it. Anyway, that's it. That's the first episode. Let us know your thoughts. Tell us in person. There's that Google form. Thank you so much for listening, and keep barking.